someone posted in the MIB Elite group about adding the volume indicator to Hourglass and using the volume indicator to get your entries. So waiting for volume to start coming in from buyers or sellers, and then only entering and when you can see that volume coming in. And that makes complete sense because then, as the market's moving down, you're waiting, and then only once you see it start moving up do you enter. For me, ever since I started, I tried many different things because there's quite a lot of people when I first started that were teaching Hourglass in subtly different ways. And I tried the volume meter, and when I first tried it, I didn't have much success with it. And I ended up moving on without it and becoming quite successful without using the volume indicator. But there are other, they're not educators, but there are other, just other members in the wider community that do use the volume indicator quite successfully. And one of our members posted in the MIB Elite saying that they had added the volume indicator and they had seen some great success from it. So although I haven't, I then realized, that I need to be giving you guys as many tools as I can, because although I haven't had success with it, I know a lot of other people have. And so we're just going to quickly go over that and the way that I understand it. But I definitely, encourage you all to jump into the MIB Elite Facebook group. Go to the top and look under guides. In Hourglass, you'll see there's the Outlaws Guide to Hourglass. So you can sort of match that up with the guide that I've given you guys and, nitpick and take from it what you want and try things out. The only way that you're going to, I honestly wish there was a way that I could just go, here, follow these exact steps and you will become a successful trader. That's it. I consistently try and make things as easy as possible to be able to just duplicate. And a lot of the time, if you do follow those steps, you'll become a better trader. But to be a real successful trader over time, it's really just getting in and doing it over and over. And the reason why, sort of a step process can't just be given to you is because we all know every single trade is different. The market changes every single day, every movement, everything, the news, there's so many factors that contribute to changing the market. So that's why there's no sort of like one size fits all step by step, but there is a lot of things that you can incorporate to make yourself a better trader. But the real thing that's going to get you there is just by practicing and going deeper, going deeper every single time. Don't just do the same thing over and over again. If you're seeing something's not working, try and go deeper. Like, for example, if you're losing a trade, don't just close it and walk away. Try and go back and figure out why. And if you're not in a trade, maybe you've spotted a trade and you didn't manage to get into it, wait for that time frame, wait for the 3 minutes, wait to see, would you have cleared that trade, and then try and figure out what was it. Jump to the 15-minute time frame and check, was it something on the 15-minute time frame that caused that one to win or lose? Because like if you've jumped on my previous sessions, jumping up to that 15-minute time frame is often the reason why you lose some of the trades that look really good, because on the 5-minute it looks great and you hit that entry, but then you check on the 15 and it's actually on a candle, a 15-minute candle about to push down hard, and even though on the 5-minute it looked like it was going to go up. So anyways, I'll stop babbling.
Is your guide posted somewhere?
It's posted in the MIB Elite, and it's actually under files. I should have put it under that other one. But what I'm going to do, because Hourglass they've added these other these new indicators, and there's been some changes and things, I think I'm going to do a brand new series,
because the new indicators are almost like the DeLorean.
Yeah, the new indicators are pretty awesome. Like, I've been playing around with them, and you can use them in different ways. Like last night, I entered an FRX trade with Hourglass because of a shift on the EMAs and the Hourglass scanner. So you can use it if you've traded DeLorean. You wait for shifts, right? So at the beginning of my trading session last night, I entered an FRX trade on a shift and set my stop loss, and then I went to trading binary and I traded so-called, I think on Tyrone's hyperdrive, he calls it, was it the red? I can't remember. The bloodline. And I traded the Hourglass's bloodline, and I was mucking around with volume. So at first I was doing quite well. I had 4 wins and 1 loss, but I ended overall with 12, taking 12 trades and only winning 6, which is not really that great.
But you were trying out the volume.
But I was trying out the volume. I was playing around with the volume a bit more. But anyways, my point is that the new indicators on Hourglass are really exciting. That we just I want a little bit more time with them, and I'm going to create a sort of a new series incorporating those extra indicators. And I'm not sure whether I'll create the series live with you all like we did the last sort of few videos. We probably will, or I might do a separate one which is more concise so people can learn it quicker. Anyways, so let's jump in on this. I'll share my screen. If you guys, obviously, you should all know this, but if you guys have any questions, or like if there's anything you need help with, either reach out in the chat or reach out to us after the call, right? We are here to try and help every single one of you get there. So just reach out anytime, all right? Yeah, screen and okay, let's do this. Should have logged in. It's all right. I think I'm still on the right one. Yep.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, so we're still, obviously, the Hourglass updates have just happened recently. So we're still obviously playing around with them all. But yeah, as we continue to see some new things and implement them ourselves, it's going to be really cool. Share them with you guys as well.
Okay. We are in. I thought if I quickly just go here.
Yeah, Binary Cent is a broker, just the same as Pocket Option. The only difference between like Binary Cent and Pocket Option is that Binary Cent has an option to roll your trades over, and that just means extending your time. So Pocket Option, you've got a set amount of time and you either win or lose, where Binary Cent, you can roll it over. So that's really the only difference between the two different brokers.
MIB Elite, if you go into the MIB Elite, go under guides.
I thought you said files.
Well, mine's under files. Yeah. Under guides, here's some Hourglass resources, okay? And Hourglass Bootcamp by Faith and Clayton. This one is, you can watch it. It's a 3-video sort of free-day trial, you know, similar to the free-day trial that we did. And they incorporate volume in their trading style. So do watch that after this, as I am a novice with the volume meter, but we're going to give it a go today. And then if you go into files, under here, Christian and Jemma's guide to trading Hourglass. I'm going to pop all this in the Discord all together soon. Okay, cool. Let's get into it. So let's move these guys out of the way.
Yeah, I've got the chat open here.
Okay, awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to follow, like last week we just did some sort of rapid fire trades where I don't wait. You know, when I normally trade, I don't actually wait for absolutely everything to line up. Otherwise, it takes long. So it takes quite a while to get your trades in. Although you can get 4 trades in and wait for everything. In this session, I think it's best when you're using the volume. It's really handy to use the volume when the market's really turned the other way and you're waiting for it to switch. So in this case, we're going to kind of stick to those initial steps that we laid out, which is number 1, looking for a big currency strength difference, and then obviously looking at the colored EMA and making sure that if it's green, we're only going for calls. If it's red, we're only going for puts. We now have the Ichimoku clouds, which also give us extra confirmation on which way the market is trending. So green, you're going to go for calls. Red, you're going to go for puts. Nice and simple. And then we're going to look for overbought and oversold on the stochastic RSI. And so if you are over the red line, then you're going to be going for puts. You're going to wait for price to come above the red line and go for puts, or below the green line and go for calls. And then I'll just show you how to add volume. So if you just go into indicators, so with all of our scanners, you can actually add a bunch of different indicators. So if there's an indicator that you see on a different scanner that you think you'd like to try out, you can actually incorporate that. I don't recommend having way too many indicators, otherwise you're trying to look for too many things. And Hourglass itself is just right now.
They're still seeing your Facebook page.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys.
How?
Okay. I'm just sharing the wrong tab. That's all. I need to just share screen. There we go. How's that? Is that better?
Can you guys now see the Hourglass scanner?
Yep,
yeah.
Cool. Okay. Sorry, guys. Thanks, Dwayne. So what I was saying is you're going to follow the standard steps, which is looking for a currency spread, looking for the colored EMA. If it's green, we're going to go for calls. If it's red, we're going to go for puts. And then you can use the new Ichimoku cloud as well. If that's green, you're going to go for calls. If it's red, you're going to go for puts. And then here is what I was talking about. If you're above the red line, you're going to go for puts. If you're below the green line, you're going to go for calls. So it's about lining everything up. And then, but we're not going to jump in right away. We're going to use the volume meter to give us our entry timing. And so what you want to do is come up the top here to indicators, type in volume. And you can see, as I was mentioning before, there's a lot of different indicators that you can add on here. So if there is something that you're interested in trying out, you can add that to Hourglass. Now, the one we're going for is just volume, okay? And then that adds these bars along the bottom here. And basically it tells you within the time frame that you're looking at, how many sellers or buyers are in the market. Is the majority buyers? And the higher the bar goes, obviously the more buyers there are. But you can see right now sellers are kicking in. It's going red, and if that that'll keep pushing up red if that keeps dropping. And so the idea behind this entry strategy is you take a look at your pair. In this case, we're going to try and find and tick all those boxes. We're going to try and find a pair that aligns very well on all of my steps that I've given to you guys. And then what we're going to do is we're going to switch to the 1 minute time frame, and we're going to wait for volume to kick in. This is not a good example, by the way. I'm just going over what we're going to be doing. You're going to wait for volume to start kicking in the 1 minute time frame. Obviously red if we're going for puts, green if we're going for calls. And then once it kicks in on the 1 minute, we're going to jump up to the 5 minute, and then we're going to wait for volume to kick in on the 5 minute. That can often only be on a new candle, so we may wait for brand new candles, which I don't always do. So let's see how we go. I did have a great start last night, so and I think it's just something that you have to play with. I know that the outlaws use shorter trade timings, and so when you're using the volume indicator, for me as well, I've noticed if you go too long, like 3 minutes can be too long, because what happens is you're waiting for the volume to kick in, which means it's already starting to move up, and then you end up getting your entry. With my style of trading, I like getting my entry right at the bottom, as close to the bottom as possible, and sometimes that's to my own detriment. But with their one, it is waiting for volume to kick in, which means you get in a little bit later. And then if your trade timings are a little bit too long, what can happen is, we know the market moves in waves. It can come back down and end up closing below. So if you have a shorter time, a shorter trade, then I feel like I've found that you make more trades.
So I think everyone should do 2 minute and stick to demo. Let's just trial this out.
I'm going to say 1 minute.
1 minute.
Yeah,
okay.
Honestly, last night and a few times prior to this, I've had more success with 1 minute trades using the volume indicator.
Okay,
so,
we're going to go fast tonight.
So I'm going to go quick.
Today. This morning.
So stick to 1 minute, and let's change that. Okay. Here we go. So again, my eye is just looking for currency spread, so difference in currency. I then click on it, and I'm looking for the EMA to be in the right direction. This one here is actually getting ready to set up. So we've got the currency spread, we've got the green EMA below us, it's coming all the way back down, so it's busy about to cross over. So we're going to go for AUD JPY, guys. AUD JPY. And Gemma's going to get some music ready for us, and hopefully it's going to work. We've had a little bit of trouble with that this morning. Okay, so now we're going to look at the 1 minute, and there should be a bit of volume coming in on the 1 minute, actually. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, no. Can everybody still hear us? Okay, 1 minute. The volume is kicking in on the 1 minute. We're going to switch to the 5 minute. And the volume is kicking in on the 5 minute. So normally I would jump on this trade, but we're going to wait for the next candle. So we've actually had the crossover here. So this is actually one of the things that you can look up in those guides if you have the crossover. Because we're so close to a brand new candle, we know that a lot of the times candles create wicks. So I'm going to wait for the next candle, and then I'm going to do the same thing. So we're going to switch to the 1 minute, see how it's coming down again. I'm going to switch to the 1 minute and see what the candle's doing on the 1 minute. So you can see now the sellers are coming in. So we're glad that we waited for the next candle, because it's now forming a wick. Okay, now we've got some buyers coming in. I'm going to switch to the 5 minute. Okay, we've got a little bit of buyers coming in, and now we can take our trade. Yeah, so I'm going to jump in on AUD JPY for 1 minute. We need to pump it up, Jemma.
I'm coming.
Now I'm still quite new to this, and I should actually check that 15 because I preach it, and the 15 is actually looking good. We have got movement upwards, and yeah, it just hasn't pushed exactly how I like it to. But what you're really wanting to do is catch a movement and snap yours in there with that movement. And sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. So that one's a loss for us, guys. So, oh shoot, I should have told you guys, don't trade live on this one, because I'm not an expert at the volume meter. All right. So
I reckon you just shouldn't do the volume.
Well, I think I should share it. I think I should share it, because we have had some people that have had success with it. And if you guys play around with it, you may find success with it. Everybody's different. So for me, it hasn't been the greatest, but we're going to give it another couple of goes. All right. So don't trade live today. And you can, because it hasn't made its movement yet, we're on the 15. You can see the candles, the candles kind of have been switching. This should be a push up. We're in the Ichimoku cloud, which isn't great, but that's on the 15. So on the 5 minute, we're still technically in an upwards trend, and yeah, that's okay. That's all right. So that is true. Jemma's just pointed out you should still be looking for obstacles. In my steps that I give you, you're checking for obstacles in front of you when you take a trade. But if you're just doing these little 1 minute trades, then it's not as crucial. Let's see if we can do it. I'm going to stick to this. I'm going to stick to this pair, and we're going to see if we can still get one on this one. Yeah. So this is on the 1 minute. So really an entry down here would be good, but that's not using the volume indicator, and we're going to use the volume indicator today. Is anyone confused by this, by the way?
Oh, cleared.
Oh, nice. Good.
Ken. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I think you should just take, does everyone want to, I don't know, it's up to everybody else if they want us to continue with volume, or should we just take it off?
I feel I want to do what you guys want to do, but I do want you to realize that just because somebody else hasn't had success with it doesn't mean that you won't.
Lots are cleared.
Ah, great.
Man.
Heaps of people cleared.
Whoa.
Wow. Amazing. So there you go.
You guys got in just after us. So you guys all cleared. Man.
And are we all playing? We're all doing the same pair, right? This AUD JPY, right?
That's awesome. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes,
we'll keep volume.
I agree, because the more you know, the more you can sort of determine what's working for you. So.
Plus, exactly, like it's good just to, I guess, see it
Yeah, this
anyway.
one's going a bit slow, so let's go and try and find something else. See if there's anything else setting up. By the way, if you guys see anything setting up, some of you who have been on our calls, you know, more
Every
often,
week.
you guys know what you're looking for. So, you know, feel free to jump in and call out. You know, if you see something that looks like it's setting up, call it out so I can take a look at it as well.
Becca, no, you do the same as what the volume is doing. So for example, if the red candles are coming in for sellers, you want to be going in for a sell, right?
Okay. GBP JPY is going to switch over. We've got a 20-point spread on the currency strength. We're just coming below the green. We're above. We've got the green EMA telling us to go for calls. I don't like it that it's in the Ichimoku cloud, but we're going to wait for the switch over. Thank you, sweetie. So 24 seconds left in the candle. Let's see what the 15-minute is doing. 15-minute is still got 5 minutes left on this candle, and it's working its way down. So this is sort of what I want you guys to start thinking about. You know, straight away I see that and I think, okay, this could actually continue working down if these candles have recently pushed down to here, but on the 15 we are in an upwards trend, which is working in our favor as well. So I'm happy to take that trade, and these are just things that you guys need to sort of get used to taking into account. All right, so now we're in the new candle. Let's jump to the 1 minute. So what are we trading? We're trading GBP JPY. GBP JPY. Okay, so on the 1 minute, we have still got sellers coming in heavy. It looks like it's coming down to the support, which normally, if I was trading my style, I'd probably just enter at that support. But in this case, it could be a lifesaver in the fact that that 15-minute is still pushing down, and we will hold off on entering until we get the volume to confirm that it's moving back up. And that's where the volume meter can come in handy.
GBP JPY.
Yeah, we're on GBP JPY. Thanks,
cool.
Dwight. You're seeing what I'm seeing. Awesome. Okay, so we've got a little bit of volume coming in on the 1 minute. Let's quickly switch to the 5 minute and see what's happening. Not yet. And you kind of just switch between them. More volume coming in, so that's good. Okay. A little bit more coming in there. The market is moving a little bit slow this morning. And normally these morning sessions are great because the market's just flying around, which is really great for scalping. But okay, plenty of volume on the 1 minute, but we need that confirmation on the 5. And usually you won't see it on the 5 until the new candle, unless there's a lot of volume coming in. So we might have to wait till the new candle, but patience is profit.
There's definitely more waiting, but it's good. Nice, clear GBP JPY.
Nice.
Too soon lost it. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, guys, I didn't. Yeah. Sorry, we weren't supposed to get in just yet.
So entering, we're doing 1 minute trades today. Normally we do 3, but because we're using volume this morning for something different,
I think
we're now going 1 to 2 minutes.
1 or 2 minutes. The market is moving a bit slower, so possibly 2 minutes might be better. Normally I do the 3-minute trades.
Nice.
But I'm sticking to 1 minute. Hey, everybody cleared, but that's clearing without using the volume, because although volume kicked in on the 1 minute, the strategy technically you should be checking the 1 minute and then the 5 minute to confirm that real volume is coming in. But hey, you guys are winning, and that's the important thing. So
you're doing our old strategy.
I probably won't be doing volume permanently. I've just learned without it, and I do a lot. I do a lot better without it normally, unless I get better at it. not totally sure, but I just thought I'd put it out there for you guys to try out.
Took another one and cleared that one.
Nice, on the same pair, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Nice. There's not a lot of there's not a lot of movement there. You must be clearing by the skin of your teeth, Dwayne. Well, a win is a win with binary though, right? So that's great.
Exactly. That's the nice thing about it. Doesn't matter. Yeah, very close. He's feeling risky this morning.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. 1 minute.
Okay.
Got some volume coming in. Here we go. And we should
Come
be.
on.
Are we on the new candle? 44 seconds till the new candle. We need some elevator music for these
Yeah.
these mid times here. Oh. But here, just while we're waiting, there's 24 seconds. This is an example of a shift that I was talking about that I traded last night. See how the red line switched across the blue? That's basically an hourglass shift, and then you can see you had this big movement up there, and then you can do your FRX. I just want to make sure I don't miss this. You know, set up a stop loss and ride that trade on FRX whilst you scalp it on the way up as well.
Bloodline.
And see how there you could have scalped the bloodline there. You could have gotten a trade every single time it touched the red line. Now there's no educators that teach this at all. I've never seen it, so I just started playing around with it, because I know that indicator works very similarly to DeLorean, and I've had some playing around with DeLorean, which I really like as well. But Hourglass is my all-time favorite because it just has so much inbuilt into it that you can actually trade many different styles using the Hourglass, and it's really great for seeing trends. Okay,
looks like sellers are taking over.
Sellers are taking over, and we're not getting a turnaround here. Let's see what our 15 minutes saying. Okay, we're in a new 15-minute candle. Let's just, okay, we're going to hang out on this one for another minute or so. Massive wick formation here. We are massively overbought.
Nice. Becca, what did you just trade?
Yeah, no. In fact, yeah, I mean, got this giant M formation. We'll see if it pushes past there and you might write it down. But yeah, okay, I'm going to keep looking. Guys, if you see anything else, and sorry, it's a bit slow this morning. Last week was a little bit more. Oh, wait, here we go. What is that? What is it? GBP, JPY. We still have the currency strength showing it in the other direction. Let's look at some previous support back here, see what's going on.
JPY is gaining strength, Tori just said.
Yeah, that's good. We've got a good support
USD,
zone here.
JPY?
Through here. There is a good support zone through here, so we could see a switch around. Let's just give it a little bit longer. It's coming through on the 1 minute. And yeah, we've got this wick formation now on the 5 minute.
Tori just said call score USD JPY looks good.
USD JPY. Okay, we'll take a look at it, Tori. Thank you. USD JPY. And what is that? That's GBP JPY. So going off that 1 minute volume, I mean, you could have probably gotten an entry, but the way that it's taught is that you should wait for the 5 minute to get some volume. So I'm not just jumping in on trades. I'm trying to stick to the rule. So yeah, we've got a 7.7 point call score, which is telling us that, you know, everything is sort of gearing to possibly turn. Let's quickly take a look at the 15 minutes. So this is USD JPY, guys. USD JPY.
Oh, not exotic.
What is that? Is that USDJ? There we go. Okay, so 15-minute candle. It's hard to know exactly what it's doing. Could be a wick formation.
So Jamie wants to know, so you're looking for volume on the 5, but only doing 1-minute trades?
Yes, 1 or 2 minute trades. You're looking for the volume on the 1, and then you're waiting. So you get the volume coming through on the 1, which is about to happen here. And then you're going to switch to the 5, and wait for the volume to start coming in on the 5. And then you're going to take your entry. And the reason why I shorten my trade is because you're then taking an entry kind of later than I normally would. And so quite often the market can, it'll push up, but it moves in waves, so it can come back down. And if your trade's too long, then you miss that scalp. So that's why I've found that shortening my trade with using the volume meter, because you get in a little bit later on the trade. I hope that makes sense. So volume coming in. And if this is your first time on the call,
we're doing things a bit different.
We're doing things a bit different today, so I hope it's not boring the hell out of everybody, because we want you guys to jump on and learn, and we won't be always doing this. So I want to do a few other exciting things with you guys.
Cool. Yeah, we normally trade a little bit differently, but we try to every week bring something new to you guys, either like this, like volume, or go over something new, or adding something else in, because we've realized that
Okay. Sorry.
No, go. No, you're good.
We got a bit of volume coming in. No.
Nah. It's happening. No, it's not.
Okay. Sorry, Jemma's saying, and I rudely cut her
No.
off.
I was just saying that because everybody learns slightly differently, and I know that this might be that one thing that causes somebody to start winning more trades, so it's just about us. But look how small those candles
They're very
are.
small.
Man.
Yeah, but it's just consolidating a little bit, and we're waiting for a switch. So
yeah, it's all good. And
volume coming in on the 1.
Oh,
bit of volume coming in on the 5.
Don't give us a doji.
But it is just moving very slowly this morning. Can anyone find a really fast moving currency pair?
Can someone just give the market some more volume, please?
Yeah, get in there and buy. We need to buy as a group.
Cleared USD JPY. I entered and barely cleared.
Yeah.
Nice, Tori.
Nice.
USD JPY.
Nice, yeah. They're not moving as well as we want them to. The pressure.
Yeah. The great thing is, and this is us showing you guys like what a trading session can be like, right? Like, and really when you're live, this is the mentality that you want to have.
Yes.
Yeah. Right? You want to be patient. You want to wait for all of your
Yeah, we're getting into a nice support zone here. Although if it pushes past here, we're going to see it drop. So everything is sort of, you get currency strength going upwards. We're above the EMA, it's green, so we're going to go for calls. It's the last call was actually for a call. We're now below the Ichimoku cloud, which is not amazing. We're overbought, so I know we're oversold. Sorry, I always say this wrong. We're oversold, so we're looking for. And if you go up to the higher time frames, it's great to sort of confirm what's happening here. Now this is. See, there's your information. I don't know if we were on this before. No, this is something else, but it's pushed past there and it's dropped. But it doesn't mean that it won't turn now. So what I might do is, we're still, look at this heavy upwards trend, and you've seen it came back down a couple of times to the EMA, and it's stayed above that for quite a long time. That's over a probably 2-day period. So let's see, and I'm going a little bit more in depth. You don't, when you're scalping, it's not so in depth. That's what I love about scalping. You can just be a little bit more, loose about it, because you're just really trying to get such a small little clearance, so you don't have to go and read too much about it. But just because the market's moving a little bit slower today, I have a little bit more time to actually look in a little bit deeper. So we're on the 1 minute. We're going to see whether it's going to switch and give us some volume. Oh, I need to refresh my scanner. Hey, what's going on? I thought they fixed this. Yeah, thanks, Dwayne. Yeah. ADJPY. See the currency strength. Now that I've updated it, the currency strength isn't amazing.
You were on USDJPY, weren't you? Yeah.
No, I think that was AUDJPY that I was looking at just before. Okay. Yeah. AUDJPY. I think we're still going to give it a go because it has. Yeah, we're going to still give it a go because it's an opportunity to try the volume. It's just whether it's going to turn around or not. I'm not sure. Let's see.
Yeah, just remember, always refresh your screen, guys.
Your scanners, yeah.
It can.
5 minutes ago.
Oh, it's so close now, though.
Oh, my volume. Oh, the annoying thing is if you bring up your volume and you have to refresh, then it disappears. So what you want to do is bring up your volume meter, okay, and then go up to this top right here and go save, or save, and then you can save it. So save that as your volume profile or whatever you want to name it. And then so hit save, and then if you refresh, you can just come up here and load chart layout, and or obviously just add
volume's coming in.
A bit of volume coming in off the 1 minute.
Oh,
bit of volume coming in on the 5, and so we're going to take this trade. Oh shoot, what is it? It's AUDJPY. Now I may have gotten in a little bit late on that one, but let's see if it keeps moving. Hopefully you guys can hear. I'll pump it up. Come on.
So quiet today. Woo! Nice.
So there we go. That's nice. That's what we want to see.
Yo. See, it's worth waiting, right? Like, just that extra confirmation is going to help you get better entries, and yeah.
Don't talk too soon.
Yeah, and it's going to drop on us.
No, we've had a great. That's a great clear there, and so that
everybody should have cleared this one. Let us know if you guys are in it and if you've cleared. Nice.
Nice. Boom. All
Look at that. Everybody should have cleared that one today. Nice. Oh, love it. Double clear, Dwayne.
Double clear.
You are.
Dwayne is on fire today.
I reckon he wants to double his account in this session.
Sure. But yeah, what Jemma was saying before is, remember, you don't have to trade every day. I know you want to trade every single day, and I want to trade every day. I do trade almost every day. But sometimes if the market isn't moving the way you want it to, then just step away for a little while and come back.
Yeah, like it's taken us almost half an hour just to get that one set up, right? Like, really is about patience, but it's worth it, especially in the long run, right? Because remember, 2 trades can make you hit your daily percentage, right? So
actually, what was that? That was AUDJPY. So just out of okay, well, if you get like a W formation here, or or anything signaling that it's going to continue on this trend, then what you want to look out for, and you guys can play around with it. Don't do it live. I've been playing with it around with it on demo, but then you can wait. You can wait for your shift to happen, which actually this blue should actually be coming. Oh no, sorry, the red will cross over the blue, and then you can enter that for a longer trade. And just like over here, the red crossed over, and then you could have ridden that up there and scalped it along the way. And same over here, the red cross down. You could have written that down, not much movement there, but it's still a little bit. And then it's just very important that you learn how to set your stop losses correctly as well. So I don't want to confuse things. I may go into that in future, but for now.
But I know Tori just did a cool video in the
yes,
MIB Elite.
Tori, that was great. She's on now, isn't she? Yeah.
She was.
She was. Tori, thank you for doing that. If you guys haven't seen Tori's video in the MIB Elite, I actually haven't had a chance to watch it because we just woke up, but I saw you post that, and we really appreciate that. She just shows how to set up stop losses and how to do it and take profit. Okay, let's see if we can find another one. Anybody wants, we do one more. Everybody happy to do more? I don't even know how long we've been on.
Okay, drop some ones if you want us to find another one. Okay.
Okay. Euro AUD. Could be, that's not quite oversold yet. Euro JP. Just been on that. Could go for a put on this, possibly not a huge spread, but not yet. All right, you guys are on pocket option, aren't you? If you're on pocket option, for some reason they discriminate against New Zealand, and they're always on the NZD pairs are always on OTC, so we won't trade that one.
Is it OTC on pocket option? Let us know. Oh, here we go. What's this?
Yes. Yeah, I don't know why. Knows? I don't know why. I'm not sure. Something they don't like us taking the money. What is this?
Eurochef.
Eurochef. Okay.
Oh,
where did it go
close.
to? Where did it go to? Euro. And of course, my search function's not working. Let's refresh that. Sorry, guys. Eurochef. We're in our caravan, and I have a feeling that our internet's, we don't have our Starlink set up yet, or we haven't received it yet, so I think our internet's not the greatest. Come on. Okay.
There we go.
So that's how you'd load your chart layout, and then volume. Good. It's my other one. Okay, what was that? That was Chef JPY, wasn't it? Ah, have I lost it
now? Okay, let's
see if I can find another one. It's not that one, not that one. So remember, just looking for currency strength spread, and then straight away my eye goes to the EMA and the stochastic RSI. So here we go. Euro CAD. Let's jump on that. I'll just check the 15. About 13 minutes left in this candle, so unfortunately that's not amazing because it could continue to push down. We're hitting some support though, and we only need 1 minute, so let's hit it. So we're going to switch to the 1 minute. We're going to look for volume on the 1 minute because we're going for calls. We're looking for green volume. There's our green. Oh, so be a little bit patient. So we're looking for green to come through on the 1. Just going to wait for a little bit more. There we go. It's moving. So we'll switch to the 5. Again, quite often you won't see this until the new candle. So you're kind of just jumping between them and seeing. Eurocad. Excuse me. Okay, a little bit of volume. No.
It's like, I want to give you some. No, I don't. I want to tease you today. Dwayne, I cleared, but I took the sell on EuroCAD.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it was on the 15. Looked like it was working its way down. So good call. That's why we're waiting for the switch around. And we won't jump on it until the volume comes in. I feel like the volume, like if the market's moving really quickly, I prefer my sort of way of trading because
then it's just literally like you're supporting a resistance.
Yeah, it's just really supporting resistance, and you're just waiting for it to bounce or to create wicks. That's really how I trade, and that means you can technically trade in both directions quite easily. But if the market's moving really slowly like this, and you jump in too quickly, then you miss the trade. Obviously, it doesn't have enough time to turn around. So if it's moving really slowly like this, I kind of feel like the volume is a safer way to go because you're waiting a little bit longer just for that added confirmation, which is good. So volume coming in, 40 seconds till the new candle.
And it looks like it's down.
Yeah, and ideally, you know, it's even better if you can.
Nice, Chelsea, cleared Euro.
If you can look for it, like we're in quite heavy consolidation here. It's not actually trending, right? So it's nice. It's better if you can work on a trending market when doing this. You know, if you had that coming down there and you caught a bit of volume coming in here, that's really what you're looking for. But you know, we're just going to take these trades. Like I said, trade demo today. We will get back to, you know, just doing some money making trades hopefully. But right now, we just want to take it easy. That's the 15-minute working down. Still 9 minutes left in that. So that is a long wait. That's not to say, because you know you got it creating. Look at all these giant wicks down here. You know, so we could be waiting for a little while if we're going to stick to the volume rule. So let's try and find one more. If anybody wants to keep an eye on that, then give me a yell.
Cleared EuroCAD sell.
Euro Chef, I think, is one that could have caught just before, but let's check the 15 on Euro Chef. Yeah, could be working its way up, but I think we've missed this one. But we are sort of halfway in a we're halfway into a 15-minute candle, and you know, you should see this working up. Although we've got this hook, so it's a bit slower today. So we will. I'll just see if this candle works its way back down. It's 5 minutes over the next 3 minutes, and we could possibly take it. Oh, there we go. So we could possibly
EuroCAD. Everyone's saying EuroCAD.
Take it for another entry. EuroCAD. Okay, nice. EuroCAD. Oh, boom. We've got the volume coming in on the 1. We didn't quite do that, but volume has come in on the 1. It's now coming on the 5, and so you'd want to take that as it happens. EuroCAD. Oh, we're on it now. EuroCAD. I'm still seeing a bit of volume on there. I'm just gonna. I got into this late, so I'm not going to just jump in on it. I'm going to see what this is doing, the 1. And remember, like, so you can actually, because the 1 minute fluctuates as well as the, you know, the higher time frames. To get those sniper entries, sometimes I jump down to the 1, wait for it to come back down, and then enter. So in this case, I'm going to use that strategy with the volume. I'll wait for it to come back down. We've got a little bit of sellers coming in, and we'll wait.
So essentially, you're waiting for a little bit of a pullback here.
Yeah, it's like a mini pullback is what I'm waiting for, and then for volume to start coming back in. If you guys got in on that, that would have been a perfect one, a perfect example of getting in on a volume trade. So good on you for whoever called that out, and hopefully you cleared.
Yeah, Dwayne and Chelsea.
Nice, guys. Nice.
Nice. Nice. Everyone's clearing.
Good. At least some people are winning. That's good.
Nice. Dwayne, you just keep calling out trades, you know, like.
I think Dwayne's just copying, pasting, cleared into the chat. Just ta, 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 ta.
4-0. Nice,
That's
guys.
great. That's so good. I love it that I'm not even doing anything and you guys are just smashing it. So
I've lost a couple. Good.
Oh,
Clear.
yeah.
This is the best I've done all week. Nice. 6-1, 4-0.
Nikki, I'm so
3-0.
glad. I'm really happy, Nikki. That makes me so happy. So, but remember, you know, don't shoot this. Like you'll probably trade with the volume indicator and you'll have a bad day. But that doesn't mean that the volume indicator is bad. It just means that you're having a bad day. Oh, volume coming in, and it's great. I'm so glad to hear that you're having some success with that. So I'm going to hit it. I'm in. Let's see if we can win one. And hopefully that volume keeps pushing. Pump it up. Oh no, I can extend mine though, and I'm going to go for it. Oh, I didn't hit it. Oh no, I missed the extension. Damn it. 1 second, sweetie.
Hungry? I'll get you some food, sweetie.
Oh,
that was so
I lost that one. But you guys certainly would have had it.
You guys probably would have won that.
I lost that one. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know who jumped in on that with me. But yeah, I mean that's not a perfect example. Like technically that was a 2-point trade.
Christian's getting itchy fingers. He's like seeing all these clears and he's like, hey.
If everybody's winning, I want to win too. Yeah. So what are we at for time? Does anybody have any questions around this? Like, I know this hasn't been the greatest in terms of me calling out trades for you guys today, but we will do more of those. Hopefully this has given some of you a little bit of insight into the volume meter. It's not very technical, it's not very complicated, but do jump into the MIB Elite and watch those, watch those videos, use those resources, see if it works for you. Remember, you can't determine if something's working for you off one session, right? You have to really give it time and make sure that you're using proper risk management, stop when the market's not looking good, come back later, all that sort of thing, and have a play around with it. And I'd like, message me. I swear you are good luck. Yeah, that's great. Message me if you need any help or if you have any questions or if you're just winning from it. I love hearing from you guys. Just
drop your results in the chat tonight so we can see what everybody has done. And it is fun. I think that's why we really host these sessions weekly, is because we know that this is what really helped us gain the confidence, was just seeing live trading take place so that you learn all this information, but actually seeing it play out in front of you, it really makes a big difference.
Every single person on here that has put their numbers in the chat is smashing it. I'm sure some of you, I'm sure some of you haven't. And by the way, it's 100% fine to put your losses in the chat as well. That's okay. But I just love seeing just the amount of great trades coming through. And yeah, I always post these in the MIB Elite. Jump on there, and if you've had a great trading session, if you enjoy it, and then make sure that you just give it a like, or because I'm trying to get as many people who are stuck to start jumping on these calls with Amanda. If you guys haven't jumped on with Amanda and Trey, jump on with them as well, because it's these group environments that really get you to pick up on little things that you don't know about. We're not educators, but we can help you to piece the puzzles together.
Yes, this recording will be posted in the MIB Elite. So yeah. Awesome, guys. Well, we'll see you again next week.
Yeah.
And we'll decide whether we're going to keep volume or not on next week. Well, so let's look at the markets. I think that's a good deciding factor, if we keep volume on that session or not. If the markets are moving really well and we're in trending markets, we may not need to use it. But like this, if the markets are a bit consolidating and they're not moving as fast as we want, then volume is a really good tool to have in there.
Yeah, so we might occasionally incorporate it. Otherwise, I might just go my normal gunsling style and, and do that. We'll see. but I'm really interested in using more of the hourglass indicators and those moving averages, which are not showing up for some reason. Where are they? Strange. Anyhow.
Okay.
Anyhow, guys, thank you for coming, and thank you for just sharing with
Your
us.
trades with
Yeah,
us.
you're sharing your trades. This is the reason why we do these live things. You know, we could just trade on our own, but this really, it's so much fun to me, and I love
Yeah,
helping.
it's really cool.
Helping, so
Nikki, thanks so much. I was frustrated earlier, so lovely to end on a high. Amazing, guys.
Thanks for hanging out. Have an awesome day, guys.
Bye.